Oh, okay, we're recording now.
If you want, you can stop this one and we could record the next one.
I'll just go because I'm gonna need reference.
So did you figure out how to shrink the image?
Yeah.
Okay, so then you crop it and it saves. And then I just leave all of this stuff alone unless the video is less than 10 minutes. So we'll get to that one later. Because right now, most of the ones that you're gonna do are an hour anyway. So I just leave all of that alone. And then I add my state tag and we're in Alaska. And even Nathan said, why aren't these in alphabetical order? Excellent question, Nathan. Why don't we fix it? And then you upload the image. And if you choose a file, you want all about spiders and hunters. And then you have to shrink it to fit in the box. You crop it. And then you add a lesson module. So to do that, it brings you to this screen. And you type in all about spiders and hunters. And then you go to your video. If I can find my video. Here's my video. Here's my video. So all about spiders and hunters does not have an AWS, so we're going to use this one. And I just copy. Move it out of the way. And paste. Then you select the test. So yeah, you skip all of this stuff. You select the test and all about spiders and hunters. And then as soon as you click on something else, you can see that this says all about spiders and hunters. So that's what I go off of too. So this says all about spiders, hunters. This says all about spiders, hunters. This says all about spiders and hunters. And then you go to 98%. They have to watch the video, 98%. And they have to score a 70% or better. And save. And save. So for, I'll just tell you something, but it's irrelevant to you, is I don't do allow preview on the educational courses only because right now it's set up that they can view the whole thing. So that makes no sense because then they're not going to pay for it if they can view the whole thing. So if they buy the course, they have to watch the whole thing in order to get their certificate. But if it's free, then I don't check that box. So then, so we save, and that's it. So then I have to back arrow out of everything. And now if I go to Alaska, it comes up.
Okay. So what we just did was actually just take an approved course and add it to the states that it's approved in. Is that what we just did?
Yeah, so we added it to Alaska as an educational course. So you can see, like for Arizona, it has been approved by the Arizona for the category of PMD. And so it has both of those spider courses. And then it's approved in California. It's approved in Colorado. So now for our next one, we'll do Alabama. So we add a course. It defaults to e-course. It's $15.99. It's good for 60 days. All about. So that's the easiest thing if you just do like the same course, but throughout the rest of the states. So that way you already have the link up, you already have the course description up, and it's just easier to do that way. And then that way you don't have to, you know, the other option would be to do all of Alaska and then go to, you know, Alabama. But I think it's easier just to do one course at a time and just make sure it's up in all the states. But you can do it whatever is easier for you. And then Alabama, we have AL-space. And we have, where's my course description? Course description. So we copy and we paste it. To add a row is educational purposes only. I'm sorry. Yeah, educational purposes only. Value is 1 hour. Certificate, yes. Defaults to PestSchool. Defaults to American Pest. Defaults to not approved for CE credit. Defaults to online. Defaults to PestSchool. I like that it automatically defaults to those.
Why does it say not approved for CE pest course, not approved for CE credit? Why does it say that?
Because it's an educational course only. It's not
Okay.
approved in Alabama for anything. They haven't approved it. So that's why it's educational purposes only. So what happened? Oh, I'll go back and I'll show you after we finish. I'll show you what it looks like. So then I upload Jack's signature, choose a file, press J, shrink it to fit, crop it, add my Alabama state flag. Upload all about spiders and hunters. Open, shrink to fit, crop it. All about spiders, hunters here. Find Sean's video. Copy. Paste it. Select the test. Now we have all about spiders here, hunters, all about spiders, hunters here, all about spiders, hunters here. They have to watch 98% of the video. They have to score 70% to get a certificate. In case their work or their company requires them to be educated, then if it prints out a certificate, they'll have proof that they watched the video. So after it says save, then you go back up here and you save it on this page as well. Then this is what we just did. So this is PestSchool's certificate of completion. So it only has my name on there because it doesn't have, it's not in my portfolio. Otherwise, their name comes up here instead of their email address. And then it says they've successfully completed this course. They've completed 1 hour for educational purposes only. And then it says provider ID is American Pest, not approved for CE credit, online, and it gave it a completion ID number and then Jack's signature. Okay, so that's what we just did.
Okay.
So for the other courses, we use a different certificate. We use an American Pest one, but for the educational purposes only, I don't know why Nathan asked us if we could just use PestSchool. So I just was like, whatever, it didn't matter to me. And then, close that. And then we saved everything. And then I backspaced it. And now we have Alabama. Okay,
Okay.
so for the next one, Arizona's already up. Arkansas. Okay, what's Arkansas? AR. Yeah, Arkansas is AR. So I'll just make sure it's not there. It has all about roof rats, but not all about spiders. Okay. So then we add a new course. $15.99. It's valid for 60 days. All about spiders and hunters. AR -space. My description is where I gotta find my description. There it is, hiding. I need more copy and paste it. I need more screens.
Yeah.
And look, and everything came up okay. See, it says this is 1 hour video is not approved for continue. Yeah, continuing education credit is only for educational use. All right, so then we add a row, which is educational purposes only, 1 hour. It gets a certificate for PestSchool. American Pest, not approved. Online, PestSchool. It's just repetitious, you know, and it takes a little bit to make sure you don't miss any of the steps. And, but I think this is a good beginning because it gets you used to putting in new courses at a state where we were on Arkansas.
Where's Jack's signature saved at?
Let's see, hold on 1 second. Arkansas, Jack's signature. Yeah, so Jack's signature is there.
Where is it saved at?
Right here.
Now, where do you find that at? Is it saved
Oh,
in PestSchool? Is it in your
Yeah,
images?
so when it is in, let's see, hold on 1 second. I have it, nope, not that drive. I have it. Okay, so I used a couple different drives. So I have it, you'll probably have to put it on your desktop, but right now I have it with, whoops, hold on 1 second, wrong drive still. Okay, hold on. Where did it go? This one. There you are, you're hiding. Okay, so I saved it on, it's in Jack's classes.
Mm-hmm.
It's under course descriptions and outlines.
Okay. Is
And
this a shared drive that you're on?
yeah, it's a shared drive.
Okay.
I also emailed it to you, maybe Friday or something, but,
Okay.
so yeah, and then, course icons to be used. So in other words, when you open this, If you go to PestSchool, so I use this one here, so I already have it saved. So if you go to Jack's classes, this is where course descriptions and outlines. And then course descriptions to be used for PestSchool and course icons to be used for PestSchool. So this is the course icons. So you can see all about spiders and hunters. So those are all the icons. Here's ants. And then course descriptions for educational purposes only. So here's all of your course descriptions. There's all your course descriptions. So that's everything you're going to be using. So this is where we're at, this one right here. So the next one would be the web builders. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So Jack's signature is with the icons. And then we upload an image, which is all about spiders and hunters. But I have this, it pulls these icons off of my desktop instead of from, so that's what I did was I downloaded all of the icons to my desktop because it says, when you choose a file, so you can see that it's on mine. It doesn't default to, oh, I know why, because I'm in, if you see my face here, it's because I'm using my drive on PestSchool. I'm not using PestCEU's drive. I'm using my drive. So that's why I have to have the photos on my drive instead of using the PestCEU's drive.
Okay.
You're
So I won't have access to your drive.
Right. So you do have access to the icons on PestSchool. I mean on this drive here. Because this is American PestCEU's drive.
Mhm.
So you do have access to that. You could also have access to the PestCEU's drive. So if you click on the PestCEU's drive here,
Okay.
then let me add a tab. Whoops, I didn't want to do that because that screwed me up. I want to add a tab. So when you're on the PestCEU's drive, here's Jack's classes right here.
Okay.
Okay, so when you click on Jack's classes, then you can go to course descriptions and outlines. Course descriptions to be used for PestSchool. Course descriptions for educational purposes only. Or you can go to, see, it's already showing me that it's opened by me someplace else, but that's okay. And then again, you can go to Jack's classes, go to course descriptions and outlines, go to course icons to be used for PestSchool. So this is where you will have it. And then you can take it and drag, or you might have to download it. Yeah, you'll have to download it. So then you just download it and it'll show up here. So then it'll take you to where you want to put it. So when you download it, you know, I have mine, I have mine photos for the website. So I already have advanced ant control, but that's where, so it opens my drive when I do that, when you download it. So you can download each of those and put them on your drive. And then when you go to open it, it'll default to this space right here. Does that make sense?
Yep.
Okay, so yeah, you'll have to download each of them and put them on like your browser, and that way when you go to browse, it'll let you put them wherever you want to, and then you can open up that in the browser when you do. So I've done it enough times, it remembers where I pick it up from. So let's see, so we crop this. We add a lesson, which is all about spiders and hunters. Sean's video. Where are you, Sean's video? And all about spiders, hunters. Here we go. See, and I still had it open on that drive, so I just didn't close it. It's just easier to just have everything at your fingertips that you need instead of switching back and forth. So then we go all about, where are you? Oops. There you are. So we have all about spiders and hunters here, all about spiders and hunters here, all about spiders and hunters here. They have to watch 98% of the video and they have to score a 70% or better. And save. And then after it saves on that page, we have to save it on this page. So now we have Arkansas, all about spiders and hunters. And we can look at our certificate. And that's fine. And then we hit the back arrow and get back out of it. Okay. Do you want to try one?
I don't have this on my computer, so I'm gonna have to get with
Okay.
Sean to get all this stuff on my computer.
Okay, so then if we go all about spiders and we go to all states. So it helps if I have like something to tell me what the next states are, because otherwise I don't remember. So if we click on here, we did Alabama, we did Alaska, Arizona, Arkansas, California, Colorado, Connecticut, Delaware. Let's see. Colorado, whoopsie. Oh, Hunter.
So where did you save Jack's signature? Is it on your drive?
The what?
Jack's signatures, did you save it
No,
on your drive?
I have it on, let's see, it's on the Pest CEU's drive as well. So let's bring back the Pest CEU's drive. So here's the Pest CEU's drive with the little house right here in the corner. That's how you know you're on the Pest CEU's drive. Can you see that little house?
No, I don't see a house.
Right here, where my mouse is.
Yes,
Can you see that?
I can see it now.
So that shows you're on the Pest CEU's drive.
Okay.
If you go to the Pest CEU's drive, you can click add a tab and it automatically shows up. So it's just right here. So then when you go to Jack's classes, course descriptions and outlines, And these two folders right here are the ones you're going to be using. Course descriptions and course icons. So the course icon is where Jack's signature is. It's right here. But when you download that to your drive, then you can have access to it from your drive when you're in PestSchool.
You should just access it from the Google Drive.
I didn't figure that out. He was asking if you can access it from the Google Drive. And if you're on this drive and you're in PestSchool on this drive.
So what we could do to make this easier for you is create a shared drive and then make folders of things, and everything will be in like an American Pest shared drive. And you won't have to have multiple drives.
Yeah, everything,
Yeah,
we have the Google Drive is a shared drive.
yeah, this one here is shared. And so it is, I did access it or make it accessible for you so you can get to the
Okay.
course descriptions and you could get to the course icons. So this
Okay.
is accessible for you when you're in the Pest CEUs drive.
Okay.
So it's like, oh, who did
The-
we get emails today from?
The,
You know,
the
so-
Google Drive, they just named it PestCU's Drive. But that's the folder Sean and I use all the time.
Yeah,
Yeah. No, that's fine.
so this one, yeah, so that one, it's accessible to you. And I put it in the Jack's classes on that drive so that you would be able to have access to it as well. So as long as you have access to the Pest CEUs drive, then you'll have access to Jack's classes, course descriptions, and the icons.
Okay.
So when I access PestSchool, I do it on my drive because I have my username and password, and I don't want to confuse it on the other drive with everybody else's username and password. So that's why I have it on mine. So that's why when I do my images or icons, it pulls it up from my drive. So I had to download them to my drive. But you could probably, if you're going to be using the Pest CEUs drive, then you would have access to it. I just don't because I'm on my drive. So,
Still have access to it.
yeah, so it just, so let's see. So we did all about spiders. Where were we? Colorado. So we have Colorado is right here. Connecticut, DC, Delaware, Florida, Hawaii, Idaho, Indiana, Massachusetts. So, okay, so it goes from Indiana to Massachusetts. So we're missing like Kentucky, Louisiana. So, okay, so Illinois would be the next one. Yeah, so then we add a new course. $15.99, 60 days. All about spiders and hunters with an IL in the front and a hyphen and a space. And then we find our course descriptions. Copy that and paste it. We add a row for educational purposes only. 1 hour. Issue a certificate. And it defaults there. That defaults to American Pest. That defaults to not approved for CE credit. Online. When I'm entering a course for credit, it looks a little different, but I'm not going to confuse you with that. I think just getting down the basics for you and have it kind of repetitive will help you.
Right.
Whoopsie,
Yeah.
file, will help you understand it a little bit better. And then we're on Illinois. I really wish these were in alphabetical order. And then we upload our image. We're all about spiders and hunters. Open. We shrink it to fit. Sometimes you'll either shrink, sometimes you'll have to expand the photo, depending on which course you're looking at. And we're going to do all about spiders and hunters. Sean's video. Copy. And paste it. All about spiders and hunters. And it says it there, all about spiders here, hunters here. 98%. 70%. And save. And then we save it again. So Indiana's there, Iowa, so Iowa's next. So that's IA. You could remember if it was IO or I can't remember. When I first did this, I had to have a list of all the initials because between Alabama and Alaska, I was already lost. So I was IA. So it's just kind of repetitious, but I think it's good that we get all of the courses up that are for educational purposes only, because I'm working on courses that have been approved that aren't yet. And I know right now I'm all the way to, I think I'm on New Mexico, trying to get caught up on entering the courses that are approved. And so I know there's like some all about spiders courses on, some of the states that I still need, but it's okay. Cause when I get to that, if you've entered a state that I'm trying to catch up on, then all I have to do is just change this information to whatever the state approved it from. And let's see. That's cool. Okay. So, but yeah, this information changes with the approvals. But they're good courses.
That's good. I just studied a course for 2 weeks and not a darn thing was on my test and I was pissed. I failed the test.
Oh, wow.
Pissed beyond belief. Don't let them know too.
Oh, my goodness.
Like I was getting 96 and 92 and on all the
Wow.
exams, and I went and I took the state test and I got a freaking 62. Not a darn thing I studied for was on that test.
Oh, no, that's awful. Yeah, I haven't taken a test in, in a very long time. But it's funny how I got into this business and I just never, I got in it by accident, but I was never interested in it. You know, it's like, why do I
Yeah,
care about spiders? You
I'm not
know?
interested in it, but I mean, I'm married to Sean. I've got to get all
Right.
these licenses. I don't really have a choice. So it's nice that I know what I'm talking about when people say stuff.
Right.
And then
Right.
things start flowing out of my mouth, and I'm like, I can't even believe I know this, and I'm a girl.
And why do I want to know
A
this?
girl, I shouldn't know about this.
I know I'm always surprised when I see a girl taking courses and it's
I
like,
know.
it's like, yeah, it's kind of interesting. Because even out of all of my years in pest control,
Hmm.
I've been in pest control 37 years. I only had one girl technician and all
Oh,
the,
yeah.
yeah, only
We
one.
had one in Tennessee, and she was little and she liked snakes. She did all the crawls and stuff. She was weird, very strange girl. Like, okay, I'm not crawling, so you go for it.
Yeah, exactly, exactly. Okay, so we're done with Iowa. So we do all about spiders. What to do?
I worked for Truly Nolan for 6 months to go through the Truly Nolan University thing. They have a very intense 3 months in classroom
Oh,
training, and they have a building in Orlando, and that's where you go and you do your it's a house and you do your inspections there and stuff like that. It was
oh, interesting. That's
unbelievable training, unlike any other training. So anybody that's worked for Truly Nolan, we usually are like, okay, you're hired because we know the training they've been through.
yeah. Oh, that's very cool.
Yeah.
See, when we click on the little flag, this is
Uh-huh.
where it pops up at. So you can
Okay.
see. And then, so let's see. So we did Iowa, Indiana, Illinois, Idaho. So probably like Louisiana and Kentucky might be next. But sometimes I come across where I forgot to enter the flag or something. So it's just kind of,
Kansas,
Illinois.
Indiana,
Oh,
and
Kansas.
Kansas.
What's Kansas? KS?
Oh, I'll look that up. I think so.
Yeah, KS. So that's how I find out real quick is I delete that and then, but let's see. So now we had a course. So you kind of understanding a little bit. It's kind of
Yeah.
a lot of these just default. I don't know why 60 days doesn't default, but if we just type in all, it'll come up hunters, and we're on Kansas, and a hyphen and a space, and our course description, spiders, hunters, space, and all that looks good. And then educational purposes, 1 hour. Issue a certificate. American Pest, not approved for CE credit. online, PestSchool. I love how all those default to that. And then we upload Jack's signature. Add a state flag. Where are we over Kansas? We upload our photo. We add a lesson. And Sean's video. All about spiders, hunters. 98% and 70. And then just then I was going to show you when you go to, like if you look at like advanced ant control, you can see that the bottom portion of the image doesn't show up because American Pest CEU is not approved for CE credit. So sometimes you kind of have to play with the image a little bit. So knowing that the bottom portion of the image is going to be, so like this one right here, you know, you can still read all about spiders. This one has annoying flies, ants and their control. So some of them are still fine the way they come out. Some of them you have to shrink them, or some of them you have to make them bigger, so they fit better on that screen there. It kind of gives you an idea of what you're looking at. You want me to do another one?
No, got it.
You got it? Okay. All righty. So yeah, I think that would be a big help because we have so many good courses. It's a shame everybody doesn't see them.
Right.
I'm so busy getting courses up that are approved that, because if
Those fall by the wayside because they're not as
yeah, so it's something
urgent.
that, because even like last week we got approval for DC and I had to get up like 50 or 60 courses up in DC. And so here's our District of Columbia. And so I had to do all of this last week. And it does take a while to do.
Yeah.
And, but for like if you do all about spiders and hunters, let's just do all about spiders. I know that probably, because when I put in the courses, I started with our approved courses, which is Arizona. And I compared it with Jack's list, you know, which ones are approved, and then getting all of that detailed information in about, you know, what it's approved for, and that I had gotten up to New Mexico. And then even just a couple days ago, he's like, oh, we got more DC courses. And I said, I can't go back. I still have to go forward. You know, it's like,
Right.
I know there's like so many Virginia courses that aren't up yet. And so like, it looks like we're Maryland, Michigan, Mississippi, Montana. So I got this far, and see here, they stop. So I got to, it looks like I still have to do web builders in New Mexico. And then all of a sudden, the rest of the states, it's not there. You know, it's like, I have to finish, you know, New Mexico, then I'll go on to Nevada or New York or whatever it is. Yeah, see, so they're not even in New York either. And so that's what I need to catch up on. But if you're working on, if you're just working on this course, then when I go to pull up, New York, and you already have it entered, then all I have to do is I just have to edit the course, put in what it's approved for, change this information and take out that it's educational purposes and put this part in. So it'll save me some time,
Yeah.
it's still the same. The only thing that's going to change, instead of not approved for CE credit, it's going to have an activity number. And then basically everything else is the same. So that'll save me a lot of time when I
Okay.
come up to it. But yeah, you can see it just like stopped at Nevada. But I have a lot of catching up to do. And that's only that course, there's like,
Right.
the last courses we had, like, let me go to Arizona. The last courses we had were, like a lot of the common ones were, characteristics of herbicides. I
Mhm.
know that that's missing in most of the states. Diseases of turf is missing in a lot of the states. Exclusion and deterrence, door-to-door sales, that's educational purposes only, but still I was wanting to get it up. Sean was, I think I have it maybe in like 12 states maybe, but it needs to go up in the rest of them. And then the other more recent state courses we have is insects of turf, inspections for wildlife control. And I just have all of those that I have to put up in the remaining states. And all these mosquito bionomics, mosquito characteristics, they're all new. I mean, within the last 3 months, and I'm just that far behind. Mosquitoes physical, Norway rats. And a lot of them are already approved in the course in the states, and I just haven't had the chance to get them up yet. And then we had, we were changing our DEI course. And so that's why I put this as inactive. So if you come across this, we're going to change it to proper business etiquette instead of DEI, because everybody was kind of going away from DEI. So,
Yes.
so I think we just have to change our first slide on that so it doesn't show diversity, equity, and equality and whatever. And
Yeah, we don't need that anymore.
right, exactly. It was hot for like a minute. And now it's like, people are leaning away from it. So we decided that it's still a really good course. And, so we were going to change this icon and change the title, which I changed it to here just so I know that this doesn't match that and it still needs to be fixed. But I put it inactive. So when the student goes, they don't see the inactive courses.
Okay.
And here's Sean's courses. Oh, and then what I'll do is I'll show you. Notorious house mouse is new. And vegetation control is new. So that's missing in a lot of states.
Okay.
Yeah, some states have ag courses and structural courses. So that's why this one like says ag, because it has a different approval number than this one here, which is for PMD. It has a different approval number. So that's why sometimes you'll see the same course in there twice. But and then what I did was I put PMD here, part 1, ag, part 1, just so to try and highlight it that this is a different course, make sure you have the right license for it. So, but yeah, been busy.
All right, I'll start looking at it. I'll let you know if I have any questions.
Yeah, you can always
Sean, get me
Yeah, my
connected
number,
to
right?
everything.
You have my number, you can email me.
Okay. I'll get me connected to the American Pest thing.
Yeah, I
I
know,
don't
Sean's in her new courses also, so, you can always ask him for questions, but yeah, the course descriptions, like, oh, in fact, let me look at let me show you something I was gonna show you with the course descriptions. If it doesn't say, then it's $15.99.
Mhm.
Otherwise, let me find one. Okay, so this is an eye tracker. I think boosting cells is in all the states, but this is just an example. Boosting cells with the TermaTrack. The TermaTrack was paying us a monthly fee, and so we made all of theirs free and no certificate because it's only a 14-minute video, so they don't get a certificate. The certificate is only good for 1 hour, and I can't make it give a 1 hour certificate for not a 1 hour course. So it's just, so I just put on here so you know that the price is $0 instead of $15.99, and there's no certificate. So basically, so I'll show you what it looks like in a second. Let me see. So here's building density in neighborhoods. It's a 15-minute video. Common insects of agriculture. Sean was working on that course for Iowa. And then Iowa changed a bunch of stuff, and so we still have the course and I want to use it. And I was going to ask Sean how much he wanted to charge, but I thought, well, for a 25-minute video, maybe we just charge half. So it's only a 25-minute video, but so I put that in there so you would know. Like, let's see, common insects, I think, oopsie, I think it's in Iowa. Yeah, so here's common insects of agriculture. And so what this one looks like is it's only $7.99 instead of $15.99. And it's a 25-minute video, so I did not add this row.
Okay.
Okay. Because it only can default to 1 hour. And so it's not a 1 hour course. So they just don't get a certificate for it, which is fine. It's just educational purposes only. They don't need a certificate.
Right.
So that's how that changed for this, is I did not add a row. And I put $7.99 instead of $15.99. And then everything else is the same. So I thought that might help you know, just so when it did change, like all of his sales courses,
Mhm.
selling, let me go to all states. So like all of, see, these have 0 on them, because I wanted people to, I think we had decided as a group, we wanted people to see the courses.
Mhm.
And if you had to charge for a 14-minute video, they'd be like, no, I don't want to see it. But because it's free, they'll
They
see
might
it,
watch it. Yeah.
see what kind of work we put out. And then they'll be like, oh, that was really good. Let me check out one of their other courses,
Right.
So we have been getting people that have been watching these, even though they're free. So it's good to know people are watching them. And
That's good.
then with the TermaTrack, I think that was the TermaTrack was in the let's see, was it this one? New construction. Oh, I think it was boosting sales or something like that. Yeah, boosting sales with TermaTrack. So because TermaTrack was paying us, we wanted as many people to watch that video as possible. So we put it for free. So that's why sometimes you'll run across that on this sheet. What the cost is. So like
Okay.
boosting sales, it's free. And then all of the selling courses. Inspections interior, this also has TermaTrack on it. So we did, even though it was a 1 hour video, and for this one, because it is a 1 hour video, you can put it to, you know, having a certificate. It doesn't matter, but it's still free. And, so yeah, so that's why those will say that, is to help you know what to charge for them. If it doesn't say, then it's, oh, I put, so proper business etiquette, this course is not ready yet, so you don't have to do anything with that one, okay? That's the one we're
Okay.
changing from DEI. Here, I'll even put on here. So yeah, that one we're changing. But I think that one might already be up in most of the states. But I had to make it inactive the other day because we decided against it. So yeah, so here's selling rodent control is the 16-minute video for free. So if you run across that, that's why, and that's what it means.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Reach out if you have any questions.
I will.
Okay. All right.
Play
Well,
around.
great day. Okay.
Take care. Thank you.
Okay. And let me know if you
Bye-bye.
have any questions.
I will.
Okay. All right. Thank you, Jill.
Thanks. Bye-bye.
Bye.